are you not dead? Did you get that kill?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, guys, we're going to be going over the Knucklehead radar. Is it a viable option for the crucible? Is it something that you should be using all the time? Is it something that's going to help you perform better, play better, and be better? But before we get into it, guys, do me a huge favor. If you're new to the channel, if you're finding me for the first time, or just if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do that right now, guys. Hit subscribe, click that little bell, really helps me out. Also, everybody, if you're on your phone, you're on your computer, click that like, because it helps me survive. If you don't click a like, I'm gonna die. But being serious, guys, getting into it. Stare at the radar right now, guys, and watch my gameplay in the background. You'll notice how good players will utilize the radar to their advantage. Radar can really help you out. It paints a picture of every situation. Number one thing, guys, we're gonna talk about the Knucklehead radar. Provides radar while aiming. Enhances your radar resolution while you're crouched. What does that mean? Well, we're breaking down into two things. Number one, radar active while you're ADS with all weapons. So we're going to talk about how that is important. Second one, enhanced radar, while you're crouched. We're going to talk about that, in another part. So with the changes that have been made to competitive, they made changes to competitive. They made the radar active again. Radar plays a big role in competitive. So number one, that makes the Knucklehead radar just a tad bit better. The second thing, they made changes to the worm husks to where it doesn't start to regeneration. I'm not going to say it's a nerf. They made changes to the worm husk. Now, what does that mean? Well, by those changes, it gave this exotic a second chance. And what I said in the beginning, really good players who know how to use radar properly can take advantage of it, in comp or regular play. Snipers have the ability to post up for long periods of time without getting flanked or getting pushed off a lane because they can tell if anybody's going to push them from an angle. And shotgunners and aggressive players in general, they can use the radar to gauge a situation and know when to engage and not engage. Like right here, every time I can sail around this wall because I used the radar properly. I crouch there, I'm like, okay, I can push in now, I don't have to push in now. So a very good player, or just a good player in general, will utilize their radar to their advantage. And like I said, the radar paints a picture for every player. Now giving me the ability to have a radar active during a sniper, a shotgun, a hand cannon, a fusion rifle, rocket launcher, colony, you name it. You can have a radar active for all that. So that's the first thing. The second thing, getting into the enhanced radar. As you can see on screen, guys, you have on the left side, you're going to see the radar normal. That's the way it is. On the right side, you're going to have an enhanced radar resolution. It's similar to the Night Stalker perk Keen Scout. Keen Scout is an enhanced tracker, but it's similar. The difference is that the Knucklehead radar allows you to have this active while aiming down sights and crouched. Now, some people say, well, I don't want to be crouched and have this. Well, if you actually play properly, use it to your advantage. Crouching behind a wall or in an angle, right then and there, you can tell if a person is, going to press you or not, or if you can tell how far to the left they are or how far to the right they are. That's the way I utilize it. Crouch for a few seconds and go. Another thing, I utilize this a lot because I tend to slide into engagements. I slide all the time around the map, and every time I slide, my radar cuts and then back to normal. I slide again, my radar cuts and back to normal. So like I said, I utilize this enhanced radar resolution while posting up around walls and knowing when to push out, when not to push out. So ultimately, I see it as this, guys. One, you're gonna have an active radar when aiming down sights and not aiming down sights. So for those of you who say, man, Brave, the radar takes way too long to come back, this is something for you now. This is something that's gonna help you perform just a tad bit better. Now, I really like the fact that Bungie added the additional perk of enhanced radar. Again, for those hunters out there who tend to slide out into engagements, this is something to benefit you. So overall, I feel like the changes that have been made to the worm husk and the changes to competitive, this is going to give the Knucklehead radar a second chance. If you haven't given it a shot, I recommend you try it out, guys. It's probably one of my favorite exotics. Like I said, I tend to use the radar as much as possible because it paints a picture and it allows me to engage. So if you haven't given it a shot, go out there, try the Knucklehead radar. I promise you, you won't go wrong with it. Other than that, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. It's a very short video. I'm going to be doing more of these, guys, 4 or 5 minute videos just on different exotics, different things that have been changed, weapons. But other than that, guys, don't forget to drop that like, and I'll see you in the next video.